Beep. All right, boys, let's do this real quick. You guys remember this this bullshit, with all due respect, that happened last year prior to Mr. Olympia. So let's hear kind of what he had to say back then, real quick, if I may.
Of the realization that I am not going to be allowed to compete.
All right, so he came to the realization that he will not be allowed to compete. That's what he stated last year. If we fast forward, he will start somehow crying right here. There we go.
Not a victim. I'm not a... They ain't gonna break me. And I don't want to speak negatively to anybody. I don't want to speak negatively about...
Anyway, if you missed that dramatic episode which shaked actually the IFBB back then, he presumably basically stated that they did not allow him to compete, but after thorough investigation, and I was on this story from the get-go, the thing is, obviously he did not sign the contract, so it was his prerogative to sign the contract. And if I'm not mistaken, the contract was to be signed as soon as May. So it will happen again this year. Now, lately, that is another Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler, four-time Mr. Olympia, he stated the following. So allow me to share with you what he said in actually the Arnold Classic, Australia. Two videos, actually. The first one is this one here.
Never compete in the Mr. Olympia against Phil Heath again. Kai Greene will never compete in the Mr. Olympia against Phil Heath again. Phil Heath's going to go win the Olympia. He's going to stay at the Olympia. Kai Greene's going to win all these Arnold Classics. I think he goes from here to Brazil. And then I think there's a South Africa.
So pretty much what he states is that he thinks that Kai Greene will no longer compete in Mr. Olympia. Phil Heath will continue in his winning spree, while Kai Greene will basically collect the Arnold Classic, which is true right now. He has won 3 in a row, and then there is one at the end of the year in Spain. However, this is not all what Jay Cutler had to say, so he has a second installment.
From here to Brazil, and then I think there's a South Africa, and I think there's a Spain the end of the year, and I think he's planning on competing in all of those, but I don't know if Kai Greene's going to compete at the Mr. Olympia again.
And for good reason. And for good reason. How would you expect a top guy to dial in properly 5 times a year? He already competed 3 times. The Spain will be number 4, and Mr. Olympia, which is the Super Bowl of them all, will be number 5. How would you expect a guy to take all kind of creatine and freaking glutamine to reach that low body fat, to be crisp while being full? How do you expect him chemically to survive that and collide with a top dog? Phil Heath, let alone Flexitron, Rodden, let alone Big Ramy and Dennis Wolf. So he has beaten some tier 3 guys, but did not collide with the top dogs as of yet. So Jay Cutler has a point here. Right now, few minutes ago, Phil Heath had to say something about this on my social media. Let's read what Phil Heath responded to this, actually. I think it was here, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Okay, so this is Seth Feroz. Seth Feroz actually is an IFBB pro as well. He said something about it. So Seth Feroz said, Jay Cutler just says it as it is. No filter. Jay is awesome. Freaking love this guy. And mind you, also Phil Heath had to chime in. I think it was on the other one here. There we go. Let's see what Phil Heath said about it. So this is Phil Heath, Mr. Olympia. He said, everyone is welcome to compete. It's called sign the damn contract. You'll make it more than it is with conspiracy crap. It's pretty simple. Human hand holds ballpoint pen and sign the damn contract. Jay is speaking the obvious. It is not some inside information. Any person can figure out Kai's plan. You'll just need some kind of drama to make this more interesting. Oh yes, my physique has nothing to do with my 5 sandals, blah blah blah. So that's it. So this is Phil Heath, Mr. Olympia, who wrote this, just to confirm that it is not a troll. This is it, Phil Heath, 1.4 million subscribers. So this is what is up. And if these pros are right, meaning Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, and Seth Feroz, with all the respect, Kai Greene, this is not proper. I don't think it's a proper salute for your fans and for your image. So let's go back to my social media to talk about Kai Greene. You can see him here being absolutely out-angled by 2 kids. But now what's up? Kai, you know, the contract will arrive in May. And last year there was a lot of disappointment. I knew a lot of guys who booked their tickets and their hotel room in Vegas to see you because they're your fans. But at the end of the day, they were basically dismissed. And you went to a premiere of a movie of, what's his name? I forgot his name. There in Vegas instead of doing the show. So hopefully, I don't know, man, but these pros, are they right or wrong? It is your right to answer. You can come on my social media, you can make a video about it. You know, you're on Generation Iron, you're doing all these promotions, you're winning, and right now there is not a beef, but a semblant of even Arnold Schwarzenegger busting your balls, trolling you. Is he aware of what you're doing? Is that the reason why Arnold is somehow trolling you? And he said to you, Kai Greene, you're winning a lot of shows lately. Meaning, okay, is that your plan? You just want to win the Arnold Classic and not participate in the Super Bowl of them all? If that's the case, it is probably not to be suited to Kai Greene. You know, it is social media. I know that you're subscribed to me. You know that Phil just addressed you. Please answer it and let us know, at least in advance. Do not let it at the last 5 minutes and make a viral video crying, bro, they did not want to let me in. That's what's up. I salute you wherever you are. Tell me what you guys think about this drama here.